I guess here we go with section 9.3, day 2. We're still going to be talking about our slope, which is our constant rate of change. But today we're going to be using a formula. So your formula for slope is, I'm actually going to add a m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So these pieces here are going to be coming from your two coordinates that you're given. So in point 1, that's your x1, y1. Point 2 is your x2, y2. So if we look at our example, so just to help us out, it actually doesn't matter which one is point 1, which one is point 2, but go ahead and label them. So when you go to substitute into the formula, you know which one is which. So we're going to start with our formula, m equals, make sure it looks like a y, so y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. If we substitute into that, so m equals, go back up here to our labels, y2 is negative 11 minus y1 is negative 7, I'm putting in parentheses because it's a negative, over x2 is a 15 minus our x1 is a 3. So now if we simplify this out, again, m equals, make sure you're keeping that part with the entire formula. So negative 11 minus a negative 7, same as negative 11 plus 7, gives us a negative 4 over 15 minus 3 gives us 12. And just like before, we always want to simplify. So negative 4 over 12 simplifies down to negative 1/3. So our slope, m equals negative 1/3. So there's an example of finding your slope given 2 points using that formula. So we run through a couple of examples. So we have our x1, y1, x2, y2. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Go ahead and do our substitution. So m equals 10 minus 11 over 13 minus 18. We simplify that. 10 minus 11 is negative 1. 13 minus 18 is negative 5, which we can take one step further. 2 negatives makes it a positive, so our slope is 1/5. Okay, if I drop down to this one, again, start with our formula. Substitute in. We go back and label them real quick. Okay, so y2 is 16 minus negative 8 for our y1. x2 is negative 7 minus a negative 12 for our x1, Simplify that down. 16 minus a negative 8 is 24 over negative 17 minus a negative 12, same as negative 17 plus 12 gives us a negative 5. I'm just going to leave it like that, so 24 over negative 5. Put a little note here. If you have an improper fraction, do not change to a mixed number. We want our slope to be a fraction, not a mixed number. So it's telling us our rise and our run. We're going to eventually use that in order to graph. Okay, so our next example, 4 comma negative 4 and 10 negative 4. So we have our x1, y1, x2, y2. Start off with our formula. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Substitute in. We have negative 4 minus a negative 4 over 10 minus 4. If we simplify, negative 4 minus negative 4, same as negative 4 plus 4, gives us 0 over 6. And 0 divided by 6 is 0, because 0 divided by anything is 0. When we have a slope of 0, this is our horizontal line. Goes this way. Actually, let me actually make that a horizontal line. this, your equation is actually y equals -4. We'll talk about that later, but just make a note of it right now. Okay, and our last one, label our x1, y1, x2, y2, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Go ahead and substitute in. So -8 minus a -4 over -1 minus a -1. Simplify that out. -8 plus 4 would give us a -4 over 0. When you divide by 0, if you do it on your calculator, you'll see that you will get an error because this slope is undefined. And when you have an undefined slope, rewrite that so you guys can actually read it. Again, we're dividing by 0. That is undefined because you can't divide by 0. That gives us a vertical line. So that's straight up and down. And in this case, it would be x equals -1. Again, we'll talk about these equations later, but just know that a 0 slope is our horizontal line. An undefined slope is our vertical line. Notice we have the stars next to them so that you guys pay special attention to them. Alright, now you'll see on the next slide, this is actually a wrap-up question. There are 4 examples here. So we have number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10. Formulas given to you at the top. I want you guys to try one of them on your own, and we will double check them tomorrow, but you must try one. Pick one, it doesn't matter which one. I will be checking in your notes. All right, that is the end of section 3.